Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bench to Bold. I'm Marnie.
And I'm Elisa.
And today we are so excited. All right. And I know that some of my friends kind of get a little irritated with me when I say how excited I am for our guest because he is a Dallas Cowboy player. So my Philadelphia friends get a little uncomfortable about me being such a fan of number 30 for the Dallas Cowboys, Timmy Newsome. So Timmy, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being such a great role model on and off the field. And we're really excited to have you on Bench to Bold today. So maybe you could just start by sharing a little bit about your background and how you ended up playing football and, everything great about Timmy Newsome.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, Timmy, you want to start from the beginning and talk about growing up in North Carolina and all the great things and your family accomplishments and your mother and your father and your siblings. You come from a great family and are in the North Carolina, the Winston-Salem State University Sports Hall of Fame, and you've had an incredible career. So let's start from the beginning.
Well, I was born in Ahoskie, North Carolina, which is in the northeastern part of the state. My mother was a school teacher and a guidance counselor, and she later served as the chairman of the board for Shaw University there in Raleigh, North Carolina. My father was a farmer and an automobile mechanic. He had a Sunoco service station for many years. And so I worked on the farm and with my father in the service station as well. And then I got a scholarship to attend Winston-Salem State University and played football there for 4 years, got drafted and played football for the Dallas Cowboys for 10 years. And then after that, I transitioned into technology, and I have been in technology since 1991.
That is incredible. All right. So how did you decide, tell us about the desire to play football. And I think your brother might have played football as well. So can you share a little bit about the two of you growing up and being athletes?
Well, actually, it goes back even further than that. My father played football in college and he loved football, but I also had two other brothers to play football in high school. And I had one brother to play 1 year at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So they provided the inspiration for me to play football in high school and then go on to college.
So, all right, you're playing football at Winston-Salem State University and loving being a football player. When did it dawn on you that the NFL might be where you're headed?
I would say after my junior year, when I had completed that season, and all of a sudden I was named an All-American by the Sporting News magazine, by Associated Press, and a few others. That's when I realized that I had an opportunity to play football at the next level. And so it dawned on me then that there was a possibility that I could play.
All right. So you're growing up in North Carolina, Ashokie, North Carolina, and then you end up in Dallas playing for the Cowboys. Tell us what that whole thing was like, because it seems like such an incredible experience going from North Carolina to be a member of the Dallas Cowboys during, some pretty winning times for them.
Well, when I arrived, they had already been in 5 Super Bowls, having won 2 of them. So I was coming to a very established organization where a lot of things were expected of rookies. And so being in Dallas, being with the Cowboys was a very eye-opening and exciting experience. And making the team was even better than I had expected. And so having come from Winston-Salem State, which is somewhat of a smaller school, and going to the Dallas Cowboys was a dream come true.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah. I mean, and Timmy knows, I've told him that, he definitely his playing, his playing days when they would play the Philadelphia Eagles, there were definitely some tears shed because the Eagles were winning the game until the last 2 minutes. And then, they're out there being like, nah, I don't think so. We're just going to win this game in the last 2 minutes. And then lots of tears for me, but it's all right. That's the thing about football really is family. You can put your differences aside. And that's why I always say sports really is the universal language and become friends with the people. I'm fortunate that, after all these years that Timmy and I have become such great friends. And what I love about Timmy, and I'd like you to share this with our viewers is, you are such a great, compassionate leader. And obviously you've been around incredible coaches and players. So what are some of the things that you learned from playing in college and then playing in football that you think were lessons that helped you get through anything? And your mom too, because your mom is an incredible lady.
Well, I think the thing that I take away from professional football is the discipline that it taught me.